Okay, hi boys and girls. Kid writers ready for today?
Yeah.
Everyone sitting crisscross applesauce, hands in lap?
Yeah.
Okay, we've been spending a lot of time working on having great beginnings, and today we're going to be learning a new way to have a great beginning. But before we start, can I ask a VIP helper to come up and read for me how to have a great beginning so we can remember? Micah, come on up.
A beginning is how a story starts. It gets the reader hooked into your story. There are many ways to have a great beginning.
Thank you, Micah. You can go ahead and take a seat for me. Okay, Micah did a great job reminding us that when you have a great beginning, you want to hook the reader. What does it mean to hook the reader into a story? What's it mean, Brooke?
It means that you want to make the reader interested. You want to keep on it's shocked. If you want to keep on reading.
Awesome. I like you said that it helps keep the reader interested. It might shock them. It makes them want to keep reading. And that's what you want to do today in your story. Okay, so today we're going to be learning a new strategy. So far, we've learned to start your story by introducing yourself or the characters, using tell a story words, surprising the reader, jumping right in. But today, everyone, read with me, we are going to use this strategy.
Ask a question.
We are going to ask a question. And I know that you ask me questions all day long, and I ask you questions sometimes too. We ask questions to get information. And a great way to start your story is to ask a question. Ask the person who's reading the story something to get them hooked. I have 3 stories here that use this strategy, and I'm going to read to you just the beginning of the story so you can see how these great authors use asking a question to get the readers hooked. Then I'm going to share with you a way that one of our own writers is doing that in their kid writing. Who knows the author of this story? Nicholas.
David McPhail.
It's not David McPhail, even though that's who we're reading right now. That's a good guess, though. Madeline. Norman Bridwell, who wrote about Clifford. And listen to how Norman Bridwell uses a question. Hi, I'm Emily Elizabeth. Have you met my dog, Clifford? Wow, Norman Bridwell used 2 strategies. What 2 strategies did Norman Bridwell use? Gianna?
Introduce the character.
And
Ask a question.
give me a thumbs up if you want to know more about her dog, Clifford. I do. I'm hooked on the story. I want to turn the page to learn more about Clifford, her dog. Here's another story. This story is called Hey, Little Ant. And the author of this story uses more than one question to hook us into the beginning of his story. I want you to listen to the questions I'm going to read. Then I want you to tell me what you're wondering about the story. Hey, little ant, down in the crack. Can you hear me? Can you talk back? See my shoe? Can you see that? Well, now it's going to squish you flat. He used more than one question. What are you wondering now after reading these questions? What are you hoping to find out when I turn this page? Justin. You forget? Okay, Madeline.
Is he gonna squish the ant?
Right, is he going to squish the ant? Gianna.
Can he talk back?
Can the ant talk back? You want to find answers to these questions. How many of you are hooked on this story? Give me a thumbs up. I know I am. I can't wait to turn the page to find out what this ant looks like and if the ant's going to talk back. But we're not going to find out today. We're going to find out another day. The final story I'm going to share with you starts off with asking just one simple question. The name of the story is a funny one, Big Mamas. But listen to the question and tell me what you're wondering. Did you see her? Did you see Big Mama? That's it. How many of you have so many questions going on in your head right now? What do you want to find out? Barrett, who is Big Mama? Jake,
What's he look like?
what does she look like? Colin.
What's she look like?
Okay, that's a brain match. Megan. Where is she? So hopefully by turning the page and keep reading, all of the answers to your questions will come. Okay? So today we are going to try to use the same strategy that these authors did to hook each other on our stories. I want to be hooked into your story today. I want to find out more. I want you to ask a question to get me thinking. I'm going to call up a famous writer today who is already doing this in his kid writing. Justin, come on up. All right, Justin is up here today, and Justin is famous for a lot of reasons. He's famous because he's using more than one great strategy to start his story. So you have a job as a listener. You're going to listen to Justin read his story, and I want you to tell him what strategies he's using to start his story. But then I also want you to tell me some things that you are wondering about Justin's story. What are you hoping to find out more about? Okay, I'm going to have Justin read it nice and loud for you.
Hi, I'm Justin. Did you ever play basketball? So here how you play.
Justin has a great beginning to his story. Justin, can you call on someone so they can tell you what strategy you used? Okay, he introduced himself. He did in the first sentence. What else did he do?
He asked a question.
He asked a question. What question did you ask, Justin?
Did you ever play basketball?
Did you ever play basketball? How many of you are hooked into Justin's story? How many of you want to find out more? Turn to your partner and tell your partner something you want to find out more about Justin's story. Okay, Justin, you can go sit down for me. All right, 1, 2, 3, eyes on me. Okay. I'm wondering a lot of things about Justin's story, and I bet you're wondering a lot of the same things I am. And we're going to help Justin to add more details to his story today by asking him 3 questions about his story, 3 things he wants to find more about. Who has a question? No, we're not going to go to the nurse right now. You're okay. Who has a question? Micah.
What size ball do you use?
Justin, did you hear the question they asked you? What size ball do you use? I'm going to write down that question. What size ball? That's a great question. That's a great what question? Who has another question that you're wondering? Brooke.
How do you play basketball?
How do you play basketball? I was wondering the same thing. That's a great how question. How do you play basketball? And how about we do one more final question for Justin? One thing that you want to find out when you turn the page of his story. Megan.
Do you play basketball?
Do you play basketball? Justin, do you play basketball? Yeah. Yes, you do. So, do you play basketball? So, Justin has 3 great questions today to add more details to his story. Now, here's your job today. Your job is to do what these great writers did. They're going to ask a question, and I'm going to be hanging up your poster today, your questioning poster, to help you think about questions that you can use in the beginning of your story. Maybe you might want to use a what question, or a do question, or a can question. This is going to be a resource for you today. And at the end of Kid Writing today, I'll know you have a great beginning if you're doing what? What do you need to do today? Kylie? Well, you do need to write, but how do you need to start your story? By what strategy, Madeline? By asking a question. Before we go and leave the rug to go Kid Write, turn to someone next to you and tell them a question that you're thinking you might add to your story. me so far? What do we have? Well, what's your question?
How have you ever been to Disney World?
Oh, I like that, but you know what? Can you tell me, is Disney World a special place?
Yes.
So what kind of letter do you think Disney needs to start with? A capital D. Can you show me what that is going to look like? It's kind of running out. We need to get you a better marker, don't we? Let me go get you a better marker.
Can you go to my table
No,
over
I
there?
have one right here for you. Thank you, Nicholas, for helping. All of my markers are working. Capital D. Now, can you make that D right there on your paper? I love your question. I can't wait to read more about going to Disney World. I like it to highlight. No, yellow doesn't really show up that good.
What are you working on?
My checklist.
What does the checklist help you to do?
It helps me figure out the problems in my story.
What problems did you see?
I saw I spelled words correctly.
That's the one you need to work on? Okay. What question did you start with today?
I started with a question that asks that
All right, you know, I love how you're going to write your story all about Pokemon. That's something I
Did
want
you
to
play
know.
baseball? That's a good one. Keep writing. You're doing a great job.
Yeah. Look, and when I stands alone, how does I stand? When I stands alone, I stands tall. So
What question did you start with today, Elliot?
do you like the Phillies?
Ooh, good one. Are you writing a fiction or a nonfiction piece?
nonfiction.
Excellent. Megan, what strategy did you use to start your story today?
Hi, my name is Megan.
What strategy is that?
Introduce yourself.
Can you show me your big writing paper? Are you a big writer today? A big paper writer? Show me your big paper. That's beautiful. Great job.
All right, first graders, thanks for coming back to the rug, and you did a great job today for kid writing. And I have Justin's story here, and he just finished up adding all of the details that you were asking him about his story. I wrote down the 3 questions on sticky notes for Justin as his guide today when he was writing, and I want him to finish his or share his final story with you so you can see how he added details to the questions you asked him. I'm going to put this on you, Justin.
Hi, I'm Justin. Did you ever play basketball? So here how you play. First, when the game starts, we jump to see who gets the ball first. Second, hurry dunk the ball and you will get some points. What size the ball? The ball needs to get pumped until the ball is 1 foot. And the part you've been waiting for, I play basketball. The end.
Eyes on me.
Two. Eyes on you.
Justin deserves a high five for adding all 3 details to a story.
I guess I'm good.
And an ending. Good job, Justin.
I guess I'm good at
Okay, kid writers, thanks for coming back. And you know what? You all did a super job. I know I was walking around and working with a lot of you today, and almost every single one of you were able to start your story with a question. I have another famous writer today, Shane, who's going to share his story in the author's chair. He's not done his story yet, but he definitely has a great beginning that asks a question. So I'm going to share Shane's story with you today. Okay? Hi, my name is Shane. I like kickball. Do you like kickball? I play kickball with my friend David. Give me a thumbs up if you can tell me what strategy Shane used today in his kid writing journal to hook me into a story. Andy? He did. He introduced himself, said, "Hi, my name is Shane," and Shane, call on someone else for me.
David.
Okay, well, after he introduced himself, what other strategy did he use? Micah? He asked a question. He did. He asked, "Do you like kickball?" Give me a thumbs up if you like kickball. I know lots of you like to play this at recess. I was hooked on Shane's story. He got me thinking about kickball. I wanted to read more about it. But he needs our help with one word. When Shane wrote, "Hi, my name is Shane," Shane spelled name N-A-M, and those are all the letters that I hear in name, but there's a letter that you don't hear. Can someone tell me what the silent letter is so Shane can add it to the end of his word name? Elliot, what's that silent letter? You helped Megan with the same thing today? All right, Shane, can you add a silent E at the end of name? Oh, code it that way. And And now we are done. Name makes what? Val, say its name. Brooke? It makes A say its name. And I know a song, and I think you know a song too, to help us remember how to spell name. N-A-M-E, 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 that spells name. N-A-M-E, 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 that spells name. Let's give Mr. Shane a clap. He did a great job today. All right, Shane, go ahead, take a seat for me, buddy. I have one more for my share chair today. Miss Rachel, come on up. Rachel's going to be on the share chair today because she used a great story starter. Over. And she also used some of her kid writing strategies today to help her spell a word right. I want you to listen to me read Rachel's story. She's going to help me hold it, or do you want to read it?
I'll read it.
Okay. Hold on a second.
Hi, my name is Rachel. Do you have a dog? I have a dog. I have 2 dogs. Their names are Tilly and Ella.
Awesome. Okay, Rachel's not done her story, but Rachel did an awesome job using 2 great story starters. How did she start her story today? Nicholas.
She used Hi, my name is Rachel.
Hi, my name is Rachel. And,
She introduced her dogs too.
well, she introduced her dogs, but she also did something else. Gianna.
She asked a question. Do you have a dog?
How many of you were thinking about your dog when she asked you this question? Give me a thumbs up. And if you didn't have a dog, how many of you were wondering about reading more about Rachel's dog? I know I was. Rachel's in the author's chair today because she used 2 great strategies to start her story, but she also was confused on what word would be the best word to use when she said their names are Tilly and Ella. We know that there are 2 different ways to spell the word there. So Rachel went to her kid writing friends and they helped her figure out what word to use. Rachel, can you point to the word that you used for their names are? How come, can you tell me the letters that you used? T-H-E-I-R. How come that was the right there, Rachel?
Because it means like one of your, like your friend,
Okay, something that you share. What does that there mean?
like someone's there.
Right, someone's over there. So Rachel chose the right there to use in her kid writing today, and that's why she's in the share chair. Let's give Rachel a big clap. Okay. First graders, great job today. Can you turn to the person sitting next to you and tell them the question that you used in the beginning of your story?